Split screen. Hey guys. How are you guys all doing? I'm trying to find my videos here. Give me a second here. I would have thought manage videos. There we go. I'm not knowing what I'm doing. Either way. Alright. I might be missing the YouTube chat. I'm sorry guys. But I will stream on Moonbeam. I know I'm streaming to YouTube, so we'll see what's going on. Hey, I'm Bradley with 2B Brewing, and the brewery is kind of a mess. But we've got upgrades coming, and some of that is these 3 stainless steel tables that I have to assemble. So we're going to assemble them today, and then we'll see how we can get the brewery together. Okay, let's see here. I want to see if Moonbeam has any chats here. Nope, nothing yet. All right, so I got these tables from the Webster store. It was a lot easier to find the tables on the Webster store compared to trying to find them on Amazon. The Webster store has really good searching for finding the exact dimensions of the tables you wanted. Come on. One thing that was funny about the Webster store is with my new flooring, I needed to use rubber tires, rubber wheels. Well, the Webster store wanted like 40 bucks a wheel. I found a multi-pack on Amazon. I'll get a link out there for you. So I bought the 5 inches? 4 inch. I bought the 4-inch tires, and then with the stem and everything adds an inch. As you can see, the table poked through a little bit here. I hope you guys have been doing well. Been quite a year as of last year, getting a full basement remodel, and now trying to open this box. There we go. I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully I can get to brewing more often. With having a newer setup. Previously I had to always set up and tear down. So this table is a 2x2. So 24 inches by 24 inches with a shelf. So this is the shelf portion. Supposedly these tables are assembled very well. Basically the instructions say, mark the leg at a height, slide the shelf underneath down from the top of the legs, slide the undershelf down from the top of the legs, place the top side upside down on the surface so it doesn't scratch, and then with the table face down, insert legs to the underside of the table, secure tight with screws and the supposedly provided Allen wrench. Turn the table upright, level by adjusting bullet feet, I'm not going to use the bullet feet. I got the wheels. So this was definitely interesting, trying to find, looks like one spot under the underside here is missing this screw cap. Just quick screw that on. And there we go. I thought originally I wanted like countertop height tables. And when I started looking around and thinking about, you know, my setup, the induction burner and the different pots I have, I realized that it would be too tall. You know, I wouldn't even be able to get to the top of the basket if I had a grain bag to pull out and whatnot. Not very easily. Because the standard countertop sits at about 34 inches high. So the burner is an additional 5 inches. And then you've got this, the 8-gallon pot I've got sitting over here. You know, that right there is almost 15 inches tall. So it gets pretty high. All right, so here's our packet of little Allen screws. And then here's our legs. So I shouldn't have opened both ends up. So these metal edges are a little sharp. So what I'm going to do first is so these bullets are pretty nice. The one thing is that this hard piece of plastic has to come out. And the best way I was told, oh, I didn't bring it, is to get a end of a broom and just pop it out. I'll be right back. All right. Here is the end of our broom. Hopefully this works. See? Well, that worked out pretty nicely. So, I've got the end out. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to double check these wheels. So this caster set came with a variety of fittings. So you've got all of these hard plastic fittings to adjust up and down as to how thick you want. And then there's an additional sets of rubber gaskets, which is this part here. The way this works, fitting in here, is you slide this in, and this gasket is actually too big, I think. I'm going to tighten this up just a touch. You slide this in. Yeah, this is too tight. This is just too big. And what happens is you then tighten with the wrench underneath to squeeze this down, and this compresses the gasket out. Let's see if we can do that here. Not so much. And basically it's going to squeeze to tighten inside the pipe. Not that this is just a a couple hairs too big. All right, so that's too big. Let's see here. I think this is the next size. Oh, look at that. So basically, these gaskets just go with the additional circles. So you can see this gasket is a little big because you don't need the pipe sitting on top of that. You want the pipe sitting on top of this metal. So I've got to switch out the gasket to the one that fits. Or a spacer maybe. All right. And then this same screw head works. So basically this now fits in nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to screw this down just a bit till it's a little snug. They said that you could do this until this is snug to fit in, and it's a little loose still. but I can't screw it down by hand very further. So let's grab a wrench. The hefty big wrench too, 3/4. Okay. Aw, you're saying I tried purposely using my ratcheting wrenches and now I can't use that end. Alright. Let's keep squeezing this down here. Come on. So, it's fattening. This is getting tighter. Oh yeah. So it's just snug. It's still a little loose. So we're gonna tighten this down a little more. So the instructions state to keep doing this until this is just snug. Oh yeah, so that's a little too much. There we go. Just snug. Then we can tighten it up after we get the legs ready to go. All right. That is going to be the fun part. So, considering we got 4 of these, pop them all off. Ooh. Sorry guys, it's all on my own, so I don't... Trying to see what's all going on here. So, I was referring to table heights, right? Well, countertop is 34 inches, and that ended up being too high. So the freezer that I was going off of is 27 high, I believe. So I was like, oh, that's almost perfect, you know, but it got a little high with trying to handle you know, the grain bags on the bigger loads. And so then I started going around to the homebrew websites, right? So some of the ones like Delta Brewing System, Spike Brewing, and Anvil Brewing, and whatnot. And they all, most of them, if not all of them, had some form of brewing table. And I was like, okay, this works. And all of them were on wheels, but they had plastic wheels. Well, even though this flooring is glued straight to the concrete, you still want to protect the flooring, right? And so it's recommended that you use rubber wheels. So that's why I got rubber wheels here. And they all had tables that were basically 29 to 30 inches high with the wheels. Okay. Well, on the Webstaurant store, these tables are called, this type of table that I got is called an equipment table. Basically, it is a table to hold your cooking equipment, in effect. So if you think about like your frying stand or your fry grill, those pieces of equipment usually sit at a foot tall. So these, not even maybe a foot tall, maybe 8 inches to a foot tall. So these tables stand normally at 24 inches high to the platform. With this lip, this table actually has a lip, as you can see here on 3 sides, stands at 26 with the lip. So that's how I then realized that, well, when I started playing around, as you can barely see, we got 2 fermenters on that table over there. That table is a little shorter than the freezers. I think 26, 24 maybe? No, 26. Either way, I was like, well, that's not too bad of a height, honestly. And I was like, okay, well, this makes sense. And so I ended up chatting with one of the companies, Delta Brewing Systems. And I was like, what is your table like? I mean, how is it too high or not? And they chatted back saying that no, that everybody seems to like the table amount just fine. Oops. And they said that I put the wrong gasket on. I wasn't paying attention. And they said that, the height works out perfectly. And I was like, okay, and then what about the shelving underneath? And he goes, well, that fits our glycol chillers. And I was like, okay. And they showed me a picture of it, and I was like, that actually looks really nice, and I can see that. But I have 2 fermenters that I want to do, the 14 and the 8. And so I thought about it, and instead of getting 2 tables, I decided to get 1. So I got a equipment table. So that'll be, normal height will be 24 inches tall. That's 2 feet deep by 4 feet wide. That table there is 4 feet. So thus, I will then add the wheels. That'll raise it 5 inches, so it'll be 29 inches tall. And I think that's going to work out great. And then this will be the cooking table, so my burner will sit on this one. Same thing, this one will also be on wheels. So I figured those 2 would be on wheels, because 1, that brings them up easy. But then 2, I can always move them as needed. And then the 3rd table is just a standard cooking table, in effect, or not even countertop table. It's 2 by 2, so 24 inches by 24 inches. And it sits at 34 inches tall with a shelf. So all of these tables come with shelves. So that's huge to be able to have that extra storage underneath. And I knew I needed something to cook off of. I mean, I was doing it on the freezer, right? So I had the burner and the pot to the side, and I still had all sorts of extra equipment sitting there, just to the side of it. So that's how I determined the tables, and I debated about building my own. And I was basically like, in the end, it was just going to take, I would like it, but there's just so many design concepts to try with. And I was like, I am just going to deal with what already exists and go with that. There we go. All right. So we got the legs ready. Here's the wrench. All right, here's these pieces. Okay. So next, this goes down onto the floor, like so. Okay, and then the legs go in. So there's holes on the edges here for the leg screws. But I think this same thing, so there's holes on each side. I honestly don't know how high I want this to be up, because the wheels are going to raise it up 5 inches, but I'm assuming I'm going to want it up just a few. I could always adjust it later, right? So, look at that. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. I have no clue. Good thing I have a level, whether or not my floor is level. Well, not too bad. There we go. Well, this way. I still have this way to do, of course. Why don't we go ahead? Oh, there's an Allen wrench in the little bag here. Let's go ahead and see about taking care of this. YouTube, if you are out there, I am sorry. I am missing something of trying to find the actual live stream, so I'm not able to respond to chats right now. I am very sorry about that. I will put everything down in the description after the live stream ends for YouTube. As to anything else, that's a newer streaming platform called Moonbeam. So you guys, you know, you get this what you get this. I haven't seen anybody jump on yet, but a lot of Moonbeam people are game streamers. It's a newer platform in the alpha stage. To kind of, you know, be similar to Twitch and YouTube stream and whatnot else. So what's interesting about it is got a full, the best explanation I got from Moonbeam is it is a combination of Twitch and Discord. So it is neat in that fashion that you've got the ability within your realm space, they call it, not a channel, but a realm, because you're dealing with multiple things within your space, that you can chat and whatnot even after your stream is all done. Okay. Still a little, how am I this way? Oh, way off. Alright, let's go this way then. Oh, come on. I shouldn't have used my tablet, I guess. Alright, so... Alright, you come up. The only downfall is these little things are so tiny to screw in, you know, but I guess how often are you going to end up changing these, you know what I mean? Probably not that often. All right. No, what are you doing? You're sliding. No. Maybe I should have grabbed a ruler and just measured down from the top here. There's no ruler on my thing. My level here. All right, now I'm off. I think that end slipped. Oh no, I gotta go. Ba. That means that end is hot. So that end needs to come down because I want to go this way. So that end needs to come down just a hair. Right? If I did this right. Oops. Yeah. I don't want my whole thing shifting. Wow. Guess I need to put something underneath. I think my one bucket's gonna be too big. All right. Well, this isn't going as fast as I hoped, or as smooth as I hoped. I am sorry, guys. I wonder. This too tall. Oh, perfect. Look at that. It's a little low. I think I will still want to bring it up a little bit more. Let's see here. I might have some magic around. I gotta think. Oh, here we go. Some of my totes. There we go. Right. There. Look at that. All right. That makes things so much easier. Okay. Wow. Why didn't I think of that before, huh? Now the handling of the shelf unit with the countertop height with no tape, no wheels, that's going to be a little different, but I think this will be plenty of space underneath. Okay, one more, two more here. I almost wonder if I would have. Come on, there we go. So, right. Okay. I guess I should have tried using a computer instead of my tablet to get things rolling here. But, so I'm sorry again, I'm sorry, YouTube. But, there. Oh, I need a little more tightening. Oops, wrong way. All right. So this is just all pressure. Nothing super fancy as to how these legs sit. But got them in, so I'm gonna take that out. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. These legs are all situated down. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 3 extras? I think so. That's not too bad. I am good with extras, right? Yes. All right, where are these situated? Over here. Okay. Come on. Big bucks, all whammies. There we go. There's one. Try to be sensible and just get one snug started into each one first before turning around and then tightening the rest. That way then you kind of keep the sense of how things tighten together even-ish. Okay. I mean, this did go together once I figured out how to support that shelf. This went together pretty quickly. All right. All right. 4 more. There we go. So, nothing in chats right now. So, I am looking forward to this. Part of the whole concept of this basement remodel is we gave myself some actual brewery space. So you may not realize, but In the old setup, I set up and tore down every brew day and every bottling, kegging, packaging day. So, and you know, that gets tedious, which is understandable. So, but I wanted to be able to have my equipment clean and then have it sit out and then move on. And then that way I could always easier to jump in to come down and do another brew day. So that's the idea. And I set myself up for expansion. So I got the normal Mr. Winky face over there, which is my current induction burner that I use. But then I've also got a 20 volt, 220 volt, 30 amp over there for the future. I'm not going to take the plastic pieces off yet. One thing I did do with these rubber gaskets was every wheel has its own brake. So it'll be kind of nice being able to try to set the brakes on the whole deal. All right, let's see how this goes here. All right, this is not going very well. This is all turning on the inside of me. I wonder if I gotta tilt up. I don't know if this is tightening up or not. I don't think it is. Did I not get this? Yeah, this is turning on me. I mean, the tables are gonna be pressing down against the wheels, so shouldn't be any chance of of these popping out, but I'd like to get these. Oh, did I do that a little more snug? I can't tell. Let's see here. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think I gotta do it a bit more by hand here. Oops, wrong way. Is that the reason why? Not exactly an easy fit here. There we go. Well, it's snuggish in there. That one's loose. I'll try to tighten this up manually here. Oh, I don't want to rip the rubber though. Let's loosen you up just a hair. Maybe that's how I gotta do it. Come on. Nope. No. You're ballooning out a little bit here. Come on. Up, 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 up. And let's loosen you up just a hair more. Oops, wrong way. There. Oh, look at that. And then now it's, I don't know if we really need to tighten it up. I can't even tighten it up. It's just that it's snug in there. Yeah. Oop, this one was too loose then. So let's, oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now we got a better idea as to what we're doing here. Oh, look at that. Okay. See if these flip over. They should flip over just fine. All right. Oh, this is hefty. All right. Hey, Look at that. One table done. Wow, this is going to be nice. Burner's buried back there, but, you know. Here's a pot for scale. So I'll put it to the edge. I have some room around, but any spills hopefully come to the front if I have anything. That's very cool. All right. Let's move that table out of the way. So give me a second, please. All right. Bit loud. Breaks really easily. Cool beans. Oh, all right. I'm going to try to see if I can check YouTube here. See if there's anything going on. See my videos here. It's not my videos. It's my live stream. So where's my live stream going on, huh? I wonder if I needed to be under studio, huh? You think that's the issue? Settings. YouTube is still saving my videos, which is kind of nice. I don't want to necessarily lose this one, but I wonder if I needed YouTube Studio, because this is an Android tablet. And I wonder if that's what I needed. Either way. Because I was at my assembly day. That's settings. Let's see here. To be brewing, playlist, community, latest. Oh. Okay, nope. Oh. It must still be going because, yeah, I was trying to get it tied to an assembly day picture, but it's not doing that per se. Okay, I guess we'll just we'll keep going. Yeah. All right. Flip back to Moonbeam here. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. All right, we are gonna move on. We're gonna do the long table first because it's still a shorter table. Cut into the box a little bit here. There we go. All right. This one wasn't taped as much, so got a little more room to work with here. Oh, where did I put my coffee? My goodness. I think I left my coffee upstairs. All right, we'll leave that alone then. Check. Here's the shelf. The idea is that I can get some type of chiller apparatus. I'm leaning towards a glycol chiller to use. I am not 100% sure which one. Again, I really do enjoy Delta Brewing Systems, and they recommend Penguin chillers, and yeah, they're 800, but they seem to make do really nicely with what they've got. And then otherwise, the other option was rig something up on my own. You know, get a cooler with ice and water connections, because I got the coils and I got the water, the hosing and everything, so that's not a problem. But it's just getting down to being able to figure something out. I think I want to go glycol. just because you can go colder. I mean, that's the main advantage of doing a glycol system versus, say, a standard water system. Like, I mean, ice water works, but you got to have ice and water, and then you got to replenish the ice, which is fine, but the idea of getting your water down below freezing isn't really going to happen if you want to do a really hard and fast cold crash. Otherwise, you know, you're going to have to come figure out some other means. So that's why I think I want to go glycol. You could go aquarium chiller. I have a friend who uses an aquarium chiller, and he has a lot of success. It helps with ambient air and such like that. I have no qualms against it. It's just harder to crash, you know what I mean? Because you can only get so cold from ambient air and just using standard water. Whereas with a glycol chiller and such like that, it's a bigger refrigerated unit and you can get a lot further down. Same instructions. So that part's easy-ish. All right. I think we learned our lesson, and I am going to take care of the wheels setup first, which is in this other box. But this table is crazy, pretty nice. Same thing. This table is an equipment table, like I said, that's got 3 raised edges. So the idea is if something were to spill, at least down, it doesn't run off to the wall and anything like that. It just stays contained. That was the idea, containment. The countertop table just had the backsplash. Intent there is I should be able to contain it pretty quickly and fast. Even though you all know my history, I've had some spills and whatnot. All right, I am going to set these little screws in. I'm going to use the remaining ones from the previous table because they're the same. Set these in just so that way they're there. I don't have to deal with them later. I don't have a, shelf in my way. Come on. There we go. There we go. Wasn't setting right. I'm just about getting them snuggish. I should keep them a little loose because we're going to need to flex a little bit once we get the shelf on. There we go. That one's still loose. All right. So, okay. Oh, I totally forgot to change my screensaver settings. So sorry about that. Come on. There we go. All right, open our next packet up. Same Allen wrench, so probably going to try to save one of these packets. So that way then, it's extra hardware. Can always reuse it if something breaks. I also have a new sink from the Webster store as well, so which includes some aspects of this same hardware. Okay, there. All right, I got those initially seated. Now for the fun part, the shelf. But I'm hoping that this spacing of using this plus the tote will work out still again really nicely. Okay. And you just need to feed everything on. There we go. There's that. Last one. Alright, are we down? We are down. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to put my level back on. Not too bad. So this end is a little, let's check the floor first. Okay. That side's a little high anyways. So that is basically level. It's going in that corner, which is set differently this way, which is pretty level anyways. So let me check that table then. Oh yeah. We'll be good. Okay. Now that we know this, I'm going to adjust to be a little more centered. All right. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can hear them rolling away on me. No, don't use us. Like I said, I could have built my own, but I think for getting this done and keeping things clean, which we know we need to do in a brewery, I decided to go with stainless steel tables. These are just the basic tables at the Webster store. I will post them on my channel as well and in the description of the live feed. So don't worry about that. All right. Keep this a little even here. Yeah, these tables have been sitting here for a couple of weeks. Thought I was going to end up getting to them earlier, but that didn't happen. So, but I'm glad I'm getting to them now. So, So my intent is to be able to brew shortly here. After we get these tables done and I get this all finagled out. Gotta wipe down the tables, clean them. Just to get any machining oil off of them. Not that it's that big of a deal, but I'm still going to be setting stuff down on top of them, so I want them as clean as possible. I'll just use standard Dawn soap on that, or I think I have 7th Gen at home here. So there we go. All right. Can snug these up here. And then what'll be left will be the wheels. Oh, come on. There we go. So simple enough assembly, like we're seeing here. Now that I know what I'm doing, it doesn't take that long to get rolling. Should be able to take this out and then remove the bucket. There we go. Look at that. All right. Let's get these wheels figured out here. We know what we're doing. I mean, what's nice about the wheels is they come in English, German, French, and Italian, and Spanish. So, pretty neat. Okay, take this off. Take that off. Take that off. Keep these separate. And then here's the next size. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other gaskets back into here, into this bag between the two. So that way then nothing is lost. So that gasket. Screw down. Do, 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 do. Okay. Let's see if we can get this screwed down here. Okay. Snug fit, snug fit. Oh, way too loose. It's still way too loose. Come on. I did go to the next size gasket, right? Yes, I did. Oh, almost there. It's just a touch. That's the one nice thing about this brand of wheels with their tires is, you know, like I said, they gave me almost every gasket size imaginable to fit on these tables, which is really nice. Didn't have to hem and haw and be like, did I get the right one? Did I not get the right one? I don't know. So. All right. I know this probably isn't what you were thinking for a live video, but you know, I wanted to be able to talk to you guys and see what's all going on, and if anybody jumped in, great. I also know it's a weekday in the late morning and early morning, late morning, so I know a lot of you are working. I took a vacation day for this. I had it planned a while ago. Like I said, I originally wanted to do this earlier, but other things came up. You know, and that's okay. I'll make do. Oh, just a hair too tight. There we go. I'm glad I did the smaller table first, because that would have been a pain trying to handle the shelf until I figured out our trick, right? Would have been a pain to handle that shelf. There we go. I mean, the design of these casters to the table is pretty nice. Just pop in and out, not necessarily screwed in for life, per se, or whatever, you know. Come on. I'm trying to go too fast here. All right, let's try that. All right, still too loose. Oh, yeah. I think I can go just a hair more. Oh, look at that. The other table we'll be just using the bullet, I think it's bullet feet that come with it. And so, all right. Again, I will link everything down below in the description on the Moonbeam. I'll also link it on my Moonbeam Discord, Moonbeam chat area. As to YouTube, I'll put it in the video description. Okay. Just a hair more. Oh. There we go. Awesome. I try to clean up after myself a little bit, which I did not do on the other table, or the other gaskets. I know, that's the fun part. The advantage was I didn't have to guess for the stems to fit into the tables. The disadvantage is now I got all these extra parts laying around. You know? But it is what it is. All right, let's tighten the bottom up here. Shouldn't need that wrench anymore. There we go. I'm glad I snugged these in earlier. Makes it a lot easier. Oops, backwards. There we go. All right. Put this out of the way. A broom, which we don't need to worry about anymore. All right. Cleaning up's going to be fun later. Okay. Let's see here. Bring this down. Styrofoam in here. Oh, look at that. Whew. This is gonna be something, won't it? Look at this table. And it can hold a couple 100 pounds. So more than enough for handling the brewery stuff. That's awesome. Oh, guess I was breaking up my bubble wrap there. All right, let's move some more stuff out of the way. Let's see. Oops. Ooh. Oh, that was just from coming down the tables vibrate a lot, don't they? All right, have those set aside. How we doing here? Okay, last table. Last table. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Sounding a little noisy in here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, As you can see with this one, because this is the countertop type table, legs are a little longer. But we're keeping the legs as is. We're not gonna, I'm not putting wheels on this one. I didn't think I needed wheels on this one. I think if I would though, I would go a lot shorter. So in this case, secure 3 pips, position under shelf 6 inches or more above the ground. Slide the last pipe on. Okay, so slide 3 legs on. Put the shelf on. Do the last leg. And then tighten everything up. We'll see. Alright. Looks like some stuff moved around here. Yeah, it's only downfall is this a little bit of rusty spots. All the other ones were nice, but as you can see, got a bit of rust spots here. So kind of a little, must be the welding spots. So I'll get some barkeeper's friend, yeah, weld spots. Yeah, that is because these are galvanized. This is stainless steel, but the legs are galvanized. So it'll be all right. This is the shelf, so not too worried about that. Okay, let's see here. All right, the box makes for a very good spot to build off of. All right, this little extra tab stuff. There's tape under here. I mean, the thing I will admit is the rolling tables are one brand, I believe Regency, whereas this table is a different brand. I kind of wanted to go with the Regency, but for some reason on this style table, they were more expensive. And I don't remember if they had a 4-inch lip instead of a 2, so this one has a 2-inch lip for the backsplash. And a, you know, rounded front, which is really nice. I can't remember. I'll post it down below in the description. So it is a slightly different brand, but the assembly is basically the same. I'm going to use the Allen wrench and the screws that it came with, just to be safe. One leg. 2 legs. 3 legs. Alright, cool. I mean, these look the same size. They fit. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. They fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I don't have enough for the shelf anyways. I would have to get out. I'd have to open it up anyways for the shelf. But I suppose, you know what, I'm gonna keep these together. I'm gonna use the ones that provided, just to be safe. And the Allen wrench looks the same. So, alright, let's get these all started in. I will say, just in looking at some of the underside stuff, there's some like silicone sealant underneath, and just seeing that shelf over there, my initial feeling is I wish I would have spent the extra money and gone with the Regency. We'll see. I'm absolutely sure the table's going to work. It's just going to take some cleaning around all of that to maybe kind of remove some of the rust, and then probably put on some probably a wax of some form for that shelf, just to protect. This brand was, just give me a second, please. Just trying to get the rest of these seated here. There we go. This one was a Steelton. It says NSF, but so there was a Steelton brand, whereas the other one, along with my I didn't pay attention. I suppose these didn't have anything. Along with the sink is Regency. All right, this one might be a little trickier to try to set up here. Just slide it on. See, it slides on just fine. Whoops. Come on. There we go. Maybe that's why they said do 3, so that way you're always countering against each other. Okay. 7 inches or so. What the hey? Oh. Well, that's not cool. Apparently I cut myself on an edge somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna go wash my hands quick. Not bleeding anymore, but it's just a little slice, like literally right across the finger. Wow. Wonder where that came from. Oh. Yeah, I don't have anything. We're okay. All right. Is that 6 inches? Maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. Span, I think that's 8 usually. I don't have a ruler down here. Bummer, huh? We'll go with it. I can always adjust it later. So let's pin this in. Oops, come on. Well, what's going on here? Doesn't want to slide in very well. There we go. Just needed some extra handle in there. I suppose. Probably should. Make sure the shelf is somewhat level, right? There. Boy, these just don't want to go in as nicely as the other one did. So there we go. Come on, fine. Just gotta find the right starting point. I think that's my dog. Be right back. What's going on? Huh? What's up? Nothing down there, pups. Excuse me. Nothing down there. Nothing down there. We're outside. I don't know what my dog was barking at. Trying to make sure these are snug. Alright. In this case, the Steelton version only gave me one extra. That's what it looks like. One extra. Whereas the Regency gave me a few more. Ugh. Allen wrenches don't always tight corners. There we go. Alright, so those are all snug. Now for the last leg. Oops. Easy enough. Just can't flex a whole lot. Tighten up these bottoms just a little bit. All right. There we go. There's that one. There's that one. We'll get these snug in a second. Let's make sure. Level. Whoa. Yeah, but we knew we were a little off anyways. Okay. I'll double check it after I flip it. Okay. Come on. Get in there. There we go. All right, one more. Boy. Yeah, these holes aren't as drilled as nicely as the Regency ones. Just tighten these all up. One more time. Don't need the shelf to move, right? Once you get things going here, it really changes. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get the bottom. Make sure this is all good to go. Well, this is the top technically, but the way we've been assembling it, it's the bottom. All these R's, they just act as force spacers to force the legs to be pinned, because the legs are going to hold the top up, no problem. And then you just don't overload the shelf. So. There. Still some tape here I'm going to have to get rid of, but in the meantime, let's, so the bullet feet screw separately, unscrew in and out, so you can use that to level the table. Look at that! Got our tables assembled. Now it's just cleaning them up and organizing the rest of the brewery to use them. Well, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this type of video or whatever, we can see what we can do more of. But I enjoyed doing this, and we'll get you guys something to see what's going on. I'm Bradley with Tubi Brewing. We'll catch you guys next time.